Hey Tea Squad, grab your tea and settle in, because today I'm taking you deep into one of the most chilling unsolved mysteries in modern history, the Dyatlov Pass Incident. So, picture this. It's the late 1952nd in the Soviet Union. A group of 9 experienced hikers from the Ural Polytechnical Institute, led by 3-year-old Igor Dyatlov, set off on a skiing expedition across the Ural Mountains. They were young, smart, adventurous, and none of them came back alive. At first, everyone thought maybe they just got caught in a snowstorm. But when rescuers found their camp, what they saw was so disturbing, it has fueled conspiracy theories for decades. The hikers had pitched their tent on the snowy slope of Kholat Syakhl, which locals already nicknamed Mountain of the Dead. Creepy, right? When search teams finally discovered the camp, the tent was half collapsed. And here's the freaky part. It had been slashed open from the inside, like they had cut their way out in a panic. Their boots, coats, and gear were all still inside, meaning they fled into the freezing night wearing almost nothing. The bodies were found in stages. 2 were near the tree line, barefoot, dressed only in underwear, with evidence they had tried to start a fire. 3 more were found between the camp and the tree line, like they were trying to crawl back to the tent. And the last 4? They weren't found until months later, buried under snow in a ravine, and their injuries were shocking. 1 had a fractured skull, another had massive chest trauma, and 1 was missing her tongue. Yes, her tongue. But here's the thing, there were no external wounds on some of these injuries. The coroner said the force was like being in a car crash. How do you explain that when you're in the middle of nowhere? On top of that, some of their clothes had traces of radiation. And villagers who attended the funerals swore the bodies had an unusual orange-tan skin color and their hair looked strangely gray. So what happened? Well, here's where the theories spiral. Avalanche theory. The official Soviet investigation claimed they panicked because of an avalanche and froze to death. But experienced mountaineers say the slope wasn't steep enough, and the tent location didn't show signs of an avalanche. Military testing. Others believe the hikers stumbled into secret Soviet weapon experiments, like parachute mines or radiation testing, which could explain the strange injuries and glowing reports. Aliens or UFOs. Some claim lights in the sky were spotted around the same time, hinting at extraterrestrial involvement. The missing tongue, the radiation, feels very X-Files. The Yeti theory. Believe it or not, there's even a theory that a Yeti attacked them. The diary entries and photos they took included one titled, "Now we know that the snowmen exist." Was it a joke? Or a clue? Infrasound theory. A more scientific idea suggests powerful winds created low-frequency sound waves that cause panic, disorientation, and hallucinations. The hikers may have fled in terror without realizing what they were doing. And of course, the wildest conspiracy, that some of the group turned on each other. But their injuries didn't really line up with that. The truth? No one knows. In recent years, Russia reopened the case and basically doubled down on the avalanche explanation. But to this day, experts and mystery hunters are not convinced. Too many details don't add up. 9 young hikers walked into the snowy mountains of Siberia, and what happened that night has never been fully explained. Whether it was nature, science, or something out of this world, one thing's for sure: Dyatlov Pass remains one of the eeriest mysteries of modern times. So, T-Squad, what do you think? Was it an avalanche? Soviet secrets? Or something a little less human? Drop your thoughts in the comments, because I know this one's gonna spark debate. Until next time, keep sipping that tea, and maybe don't go camping on Mountain of the Dead.